everyone. So my name is Elizabeth Tier, and I'm joining y'all again today. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions, and I'm here with the wonderful Jimmy Kidd, and we are going to go over just a little bit about what to expect for enrollment. So I'll let Jimmy go ahead and introduce himself.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I am Jimmy Kidd. I'm the Director of Admissions, and I guess I'm wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that, Elizabeth. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we'll start off today a little bit just discussing the enrollment process. The thing that everybody needs to know is it's not too late. We're still getting questions like, is it too late to apply? Is it too late to get into classes? Is it too late to enroll? And no. We are here. The closer it gets to the start of classes, August 17th, the harder it becomes, or at least a little more time consuming for you. You got to get things done in a very quick manner, but it's not too late. So let's start off with, how do you apply? That is the first step. I always get that question. What do I need to do to get started? You need to apply. And you can go to our homepage, jefferson.kctcs.edu, and scroll down a little bit on that homepage, and you will see start your application. That's a big one. Just click on that, and you will create an account. Sometimes I get the question, well, I did this, but I did this like a year ago. I can't remember my password, my account to start my application. You don't need to. You can start all over, start anew. Unless you really started one in the last couple of weeks, you should be able to do that without knowing your account. If you started one and you saved it and it's been about a week and you can't remember, that's okay too. You'll just need to call our 1-855 number, which is 1-855-2-GO-JCTC or 246-5282, and they will be able to get your saved application deleted off the system and get you started anew. So if you can't remember and it's been a couple of weeks, you can do that. One of the big things that we need you to know is when you're doing this application, it's going to ask for an email address. Don't do what I hear other students do, and that's use that email address that they never check. That's how we're going to communicate with you, and that's going to be very important, especially since classes start in a couple of weeks. When we start communicating with you, you're going to want to be checking your email so we can get you going and get you moving and get the ball rolling, so to speak. So we are very, very, very happy. I just saw Shelby campus is there. So if you don't know, now you know. Hi, Maya. So keep going with that application. Once you get done with that application, you're going to get one of two things. You're going to either get an ID number and a reference number, or just a reference number. And when you get both of them, keep them. You might not ever need the application reference number again. You will need your ID number. ID number is going to be what your ID number is the entire time you're at Jefferson. Now, if you don't get an ID number, don't freak out. Just means that we've got to do some programming things. We'll get you an ID number and we'll send it to you through that email that you put on your application. So make sure that you're checking that email that you put on your application. Isn't that right, Elizabeth? Yeah, she's going to shake her head. Is campus still? Oh, we're getting a question right off the bat. Is campus still opening August 17th? As far as we know, classes are going to be in person on August the 17th. So, Janetta Harris, that is the plan. As I've been telling everybody that we've been working with admissions, through admissions, it's been, this is the plan right now, and if something changes, we'll let you know. You'll be the first to know, but we plan on being there on August 17th. One of the things that we will be doing here, though, over the next couple of weeks is actually being on campus a little more. So I'm going to turn it over to Elizabeth and let her discuss some on-campus options, and then I'll also talk to you. No problem. We'll talk to you a little bit about some of our policy changes that may help some students get enrolled a little easier. So, Elizabeth?
Yes. So first and foremost, anytime you're coming onto campus, we are requiring masks to be worn, okay? So I'm getting away with it so you can see my lovely face and read my lips today. But anytime you're on campus, just please remember to socially distance yourself, wear a mask, be safe, be healthy. And with that being said, I kind of want to talk about our August plan for in-person and virtual services. So we are going to have a sign-up link that we will post in the chat a little later on. And that sign-up link is going to allow you to sign up for either in-person or online virtual services to get enrolled and registered in your classes. And the link just popped up here. It's jctc.me/express enroll. And it'll take you to that Sign Up Genius link. You can sign up. Right now, the only August date that we have posted is August the 3rd, okay? And that's because we are still ironing out some details. We want to make sure that everything is good to go. Everyone can be safe on campus. This is what the link looks like when you first sign up. So as you can see, we have lots of students who are signed up to receive in-person services this week. And at the very, very bottom, you'll see August the 3rd. And for the first 2 weeks in August, we're going to have 3 options for students. You can either go in person to the downtown campus between 9 and 11 or 1 to 3, in person to the Southwest campus between 9 and 11 or 1 to 3, or you can prefer and choose virtual services from 9 to 11 or virtual services from 1 to 3. And we will be emailing out those students who sign up for those virtual services a Zoom link and a specific passcode. So please, if you're using the Zoom link for virtual services, you do have to have a passcode, okay? You will get that in an email. If you don't receive an email with that Zoom link, please check your spam or your junk mail. Sometimes it'll go directly to there, and we want to make sure that students have an open line of communication with us. So please, if you've reached out to us and you haven't gotten anything back, please check that folder first. A lot of times we've replied to students and they're just not getting those emails. So like Jimmy said, I'm going to reiterate, please, please, please use an email that you can check. It's a lot easiest for us. Everyone is remote right now for the most part, except for the wonderful student affairs team who's working hard in person to get students enrolled for classes. And so a lot of times it's easiest for us if you email us or if you call us and leave a voicemail. We'll be happy to return it. But please know that not a lot of us are currently working from our own work offices. We are all at home or here in person helping students. So that's just a little bit about what August is going to look like as far as enrolling into classes. If you are coming in person, you can definitely bring any kind of transcripts or documents that you need. We'll have advising and financial aid both available for you during that express enrollment. And then, of course, we'll have admission staff available to help you answer any kind of questions about what to expect or just anything related to the college in general. Jimmy, did you have anything to add, or is there anything else we can go over about August?
Just to reiterate, you do need a mask. So yes. Make sure that you bring those masks. I know Elizabeth said that already, yes. But that's one of those biggies, yes, that we're trying not to forget. And 2, with some of the documentation that you may or may not need. We have had some policy changes to help some of our students in this time. We are with non-accredited colleges. We're no longer asking for this year for those transcripts to be turned into our admissions office, which means that if you're a transfer student, you may be able to enroll without turning in some of the schools that you're not going to receive credit from anyway. So it's actually a hurdle that you can no longer worry about. So we want you to bring, though, everything that you can. Your high school transcript, go ahead and bring that. We're accepting GPAs for placement this year, which is new. We've been doing that now for about 2 months. So we're very happy in the admissions office, but it has resulted in an increase in processing time just because we do have to process so many high school transcripts now that it's It's been just a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. If you're submitting documentation right now, some of the paperwork, it is taking a little bit longer. So if you have a copy of your high school transcript, hold on to it, because even if you've turned it in and the processing team and admissions hasn't been able to complete it yet, if you bring it with you, we'll be able to help you out a little bit. You can still take placement testing. All of that's being done remotely through Zoom. And there is a registration form on the admissions web pages as well through that. There's a placement and assessment and placement testing link, and you'll be able to click on that and go through that. Next, the big question that I get, and I always get this one, and I think Elizabeth gets this as well: how am I going to pay for college? This one's a big one this year, as students are a little more uncertain about what is going on. Oh, I need one placement. Okay, we'll get to that question here in a second, Andrea. How to pay for college. When you are ready to pay for college, you can come to our website there, and it'll actually give you how to pay for college. The first step, though, it's affording college in the upper right-hand corner. The very first one, though, is complete your Fafsa. I know I get this a lot. I used to work in financial aid many moons ago, and I'd always get students say, I don't qualify for anything. All I get's loans. Still complete your Fafsa. You don't have to take out the loans, but you do want to make sure that you have at least completed the Fafsa. Because in completion of the Fafsa, if something was to happen and all of a sudden you needed a loan, you could do that too. There's been a lot of people who have had their financial situation change over this last year due to COVID. So you might be able to qualify for a professional judgment, which would mean that the financial aid office would be able to go in and look and readjust your aid based upon new information on your how much your parents have earned or how much you've earned. So kind of keep that in mind. You want to make sure that that's in the back of your mind if you've had a change because of COVID. Other ways to pay for college. There's another big reason why you want to complete your FAFSA. Two of the big grant opportunities or scholarship opportunities require you to complete the FAFSA. And that is our newly Open Doors Diversity Grant, which is ways students can pay for or go to college with Jefferson debt-free if they're in an underrepresented minority group and they are a Kentucky resident and they are in our service area. So, and your first time to Jefferson, transfer and first time college students. Just need to be your first time to Jefferson. If you went as a dual credit student, that doesn't count against you if that's your only time here. So that's some good news there. There's also something called the Work Ready Scholarship. And what'll happen with the Work Ready Scholarship is kind of like the Open Doors Diversity Grant. You apply through KIA though, so there is a separate application for that, whereas there's not one for the Open Doors Diversity Grant. And with the Work Ready Scholarship, if you are going into one of our high wage, high demand job sectors here in the state of Kentucky, the state will pay for your associate's degree or certificates. And that's construction, automotive, business IT, allied health and nursing, and which one am I forgetting, Elizabeth?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing, thank you. Advanced manufacturing. Forgot something off the top of my head. Other ways to pay for college is with UPS. They have what is called Earn and Learn, and they also have Metro College. With those, they will either pay for your entire tuition, which is through Metro College. You are handling packages third shift, and you are working at night. or Earn and Learn, which could be any of the shifts, but you may not necessarily be working with the package handling. You might be working with an office position or one of their other jobs, and you get a scholarship. Now, that scholarship will pay for Jefferson's tuition in a semester. I believe it's a $5,000 scholarship for the year, and it's $2,500 per semester. They do have some wonderful added benefits to that. And some bonuses. If you've not thought about working for UPS and having them pay for your college, please do so now. It's a wonderful opportunity to go through debt-free for college. Another big one is actually going to be announced on Thursday publicly, but I'll give you all a sneak peek now. We are partnering with McDonald's as well, and McDonald's will be able to help pay for a student's tuition very much like UPS. So don't have all the details on that one yet, but it's going to be a very similar partnership to UPS. So we're very excited about that one. And then don't forget, Jefferson does have their own scholarships. So you want to make sure that you're looking at deadlines for those and applying for those throughout the course of your work at Jefferson. Don't just think about one semester. You're going to be here hopefully 2 years to get your associate's degree. Some of you might be here a little shorter if you're getting some of the certificate or diploma programs and you're not staying for your associate's degree, and that's fine. But you want to make sure that you know that how you're going to pay for college through some of those opportunities. I saw one question. I'm going to go ahead and look over there at that, and then I'll throw it back over to Elizabeth. I've been trying to enroll in classes. I need one placement test, but every time I try to schedule, there are no open time slots. Will this affect my start date? Andrea, what I'm going to do is while Elizabeth's talking, I'm going to try to look you up, and then keep an eye out for me on Facebook, Jimmy Kidd, and I will send you a message. Or if I can find you, I will send you an email privately and we'll get that set up. You can also call me. My telephone number is 502-213-2446. Number again is 502-213-2246. Wait, yeah, said it right. 2446.
2446. Yeah.
Ah, man, I am getting my own so close. I get my own phone number out wrong. Imagine that. I knew it didn't sound right. 2446. Sorry. I will but I'll look you up and I'll be hopefully sending you something. I'll let you know if I can't find you in our system though. Because it may not. It all depends on what test you're trying to take. As I tell everybody, if it's math, no, it's not going to affect your start date. We're going to be able to get you in. If it's reading, then there is some other things that I want to look at before we move on. Okay, so let me take a look at that, and I'm going to throw it right back on over to Elizabeth.
Okay, so if you're like me, I need someone to tell me how to do things step by step so I can actually do them. And we have some really great resources that we've recently created for students, and they can all be found on our official YouTube page. So if you go to YouTube and you, yes, perfect, here's a link. It's jctc.me/YouTube. You can go to the Jefferson Community and Technical College page, and we have lots of different tutorial videos on there. How to register for classes is a huge one. So if you are a returning student and you need to know how to register for classes, you can find that there. If you want to help on filling out the financial aid, kind of a Fafsa walkthrough, we have a video for that. There is even a step on how to even access Blackboard. And if you're wondering, what the heck is Blackboard? Blackboard is the online platform that we use for students to log into their classes. So we do plan on offering in-person, hybrid, and fully online classes for the fall semester. And part of that is going to be hosted through Blackboard. So you can check all your classes on Blackboard, you can check your grades on Blackboard, and that's just kind of a video of how to even get there. And another thing that we want to make sure students know how to do is to set up their user accounts. So again, if you're signing up for those in-person or virtual enrollment services during Express Enrollment, we'll definitely help you set up your user account, because that username and password are going to be required for pretty much everything that you do logging in at Jefferson. And we also want to make sure that you know your student ID. We do have IDs that can be made in the Southwest or the downtown library right now. So you can get that student ID card physically printed, so you can have that and just pop it in your wallet or your bag and not have to memorize yet another number. So we'll have that service for you as well. Also, I do want to mention that we have TARC passes available as well for students. So if you've got that student ID, if you're getting that made, you can go ahead and pick up a TARC pass as well, which allows students to ride the entire TARC system for free. Just know that you do have to renew that every semester, fall and spring. So our fall TARC passes should have just arrived, and we should have those ready to rock and roll for students. And I see a question about financial aid. So that's a great question. Are the financial aid offices open to students so they can get what they need done, such as SAP issues or satisfactory academic progress? Yes. So the offices, no. But do we have financial representatives available? Yes. So the August Express enrollment dates that I've been mentioning, we will have virtual financial aid representatives on Zoom, so we can get you connected with them. You can either sign up to meet with them from the comfort of your own home. So just sign up using that Zoom link that you get from the Sign Up Genius and the passcode. Or you can come in person and we can set you up on a computer in one of our libraries on campus, either downtown or Southwest, and you can meet with them via Zoom that way. But yes, we will have financial aid representatives available for students to meet with. It'll just kind of be in a virtual setting. All right. Anything else, Jimmy, that you want to mention about that?
Make sure that you register. That is one of the big. Yeah, we're unable to do walk-ins at this point, so we do want you to register. The other is, when you're coming to these events, the Express Enrollment events on campus, unfortunately, we are only allowed to take the people that have registered for the event into the offices. So that means if you have a support person, like a parent or a loved one, they have to stay out in the car or outside, which hasn't been a big issue for anyone. We just we want to make sure everybody knows. Andrea, I tried to look you up. I could not find you in our system, just based upon the name that I am showing. So if you are still there, please make sure that you give me a call. You can call as soon as this event's over. It's 502-213-2446.
Nice.
And I will definitely help you with that. See that we have a records question from Sherwin, but it's not popped up yet. So give him a second to see if we can get that. Any other questions from anyone that is viewing? There's my number. Yeah. Need to put that up there. Absolutely, Cliff. And ask your question. Can you answer questions about placement? I am actually over admissions and testing. So, and if I can't answer it, which maybe I can't, I will find out the answer for you and get back to you. And now the awkward silence while we wait for the question to pop in. So, there's the YouTube. How to register for classes.
Gonna be a human and take a sip of water.
I can take a sip of my drink.
I've been talking with students all day today, so my voice is, tired.
I was supposed to have a vacation day, Elizabeth, and then, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. So maybe in September. Maybe. But How was the event today? Did we have a lot of?
It was great. We had a great event today at the downtown campus. We were able to get lots of students registered and have them speak with financial aid representatives. We were able to tell several students that they qualified for the Open Doors Diversity Grant, which is fantastic because they weren't even aware of it. But the great news is that you don't necessarily have to be aware of it to be awarded it, because if you qualify, we're giving it to you.
Yeah.
So it could be a fun surprise for someone.
If I take the harder math test and don't do well on it, will it kick me out of Math 150? If you've already placed in Math 150, Cliff, we were going to take your best score. So if you go ahead and test again, and for some reason this test you just didn't do quite as well on, if you have a test that's placed you into Math 150, or if your GPA placed you into Math 150, we're not going to come through and say your latest test tested you out, so you got to get out. Nope. So what you've done the best on is what we're going to look at. So hopefully that gives you a deep sigh of relief. So
yes.
if you need to, go ahead and make sure that make sure you go ahead and do the test, and you'll be okay. And I want to tap out of, you want to test out of Math 100, the extra class. If you place better, then you'll be able to meet with your advisor and get that dropped as well. So I would go ahead and do that. And if you don't, because there are a lot of people trying to take tests right now, if you're unable to schedule something, please let me know and we'll see what we can do. We do have a lot of people that are still trying to take tests, and we have limited staff that can do testing remotely. We are kind of limited in how many people we're allowed to test at one time through Zoom. So go ahead and register for it, and good luck, Cliff. Let's hope that you test a little better this time. I tell everybody, breathe deep. You'll be just fine. It's just a placement test. That is the biggest piece of advice I think I've given as far as testing. Is the worst thing that you can do on a placement test is guess and get right. If you guess and you get it right and you don't know how you got it, when you get into class, it's not necessarily a good thing, because then you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're putting up the remote placement
Very
test.
nice.
Yes, and you can go through and complete that link.
Perfect. I think we only have a couple of more minutes left for this live session. So I just want to reiterate, if in doubt, if you need services, if you would like to register for classes, please sign up using that jctc.me/express enroll. Sign up for those in-person services. We still have spots available even for this Friday. You can come see us on Friday at the downtown and the Southwest campus. We do have lots of spots still available. So please, we are here to help. We would love to help you get registered for classes and enrolled and answer any questions that you might have.
And good job, Cliff. That is a good job on that first test.
So wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
That would not be me.
No, I was not a math person. Not a math person. So that's why we're in admissions.
Yes, this is why we are not teaching math. We're staff. We're not faculty.
If anyone has another question, please do not hesitate to reach out to Elizabeth or myself or any of the recruitment team. Our contact information is up on the website, on the admissions website under the contact information. We look forward to hearing from you. Yes. And we can't wait to see you. You all have this fall. This fall is going to be an interesting one. But if you are ready for this challenge, you've got it. I truly believe it. This is going to be an interesting fall, and you get to say that you were in college during one of the most interesting times ever. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate that. We hope we hope that you're still saying that at the end of the semester, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear from you. Let's get that going. We appreciate that, and please reach out if you all need anything at all. And we hope to see you on campus soon.
Yeah, it was fun hanging out today. I'm sure we'll be back at it soon.